Like many regions of Ghana, the Upper West is a place many people struggle to make ends meet. According to a 2015 Ghana Poverty Mapping Report, the region has the highest poverty rate. Poverty incidence is pegged at 70% in this part of the country. There is, however, concern that the government has committed various sums of money from the country's oil revenues to projects that never got done or were only half completed. We are in the capital, Wa, to investigate these ghost projects. In December 2008, government awarded a contract worth over 800,000 cedis to a local contractor, Adam Wala, to rehabilitate an irrigation dam at Nakore in the Upper West region. A project status implementation report from the Ghana Irrigation Development Authority dated February 13, 2019 indicates that the rehabilitation work is completed. But Joy News' checks at the dam site reveal this is inaccurate. 11 years after this contract was awarded, the wall meant to hold the water in the dam is yet to be constructed. Pensive-looking Osman Ibrahim is former assembly member of Nakore. He says the only work done by the contractor was to place boulders at the banks of a dam and a pipeline that channels water from one point of a dam to the other.
At the first time, he started the construction on June, which the heavy rain was falling. So some of the machines cannot work. One is always go to the sides to carry other stones or the sand to come and fill, the gravel to come and fill the wall. It will go down. And at the end, the contractor always say that he haven't got money, that government haven't paid him. Because the wall is not finished. And the irrigation too has not been finished. The lanes that the water will pass has not been done. A lot of challenges are still in the dam.
In the dry season, farmers here at Nakore are helpless. The farms are lying fallow and dry. The source of water is miles away. Their dam was their hope, but it's not been completed to channel water to their farmlands. Osman Ibrahim again.
There are a lot of people who cannot farm. And there are some people too who are old, have got old age. So if the irrigation was to be done, some of the old men and some of the women who cannot go far to farm, they can also come and have dry season gardens and also get something to eat, also get something in their pocket to help their family.
One of such farmers who are unable to plant in the lean season because of a lack of water is 74-year-old Pusuna Abudu. He couldn't store any grains for the dry season because flood waters destroyed his crops. He doesn't know where his family's next meal will come from.
By this time, we can't get anything to do again. And now the place is too dried. So we can't do anything more than that unless we sit down in the house just freely.
Earlier, there were floods which destroyed your food crops. How badly were you affected by that?
Oh, it was very bad. It was very bad. They affect all this corn, and we couldn't enjoy with that.
How do you intend to feed your family and yourself then?
In the name of God, that's why make us to be a person who won't chop grass or flowers. So we just managed to get something to feed ourselves.
How many children do you have?
I think my children are 9.
The plight of Pusuna and other farmers in Nakore gives credence to the suggestion that the failure of appropriate authorities to do their work leaves ordinary people suffering. Here, a piece of a national cake meant for poor farmers in this district hasn't been used for the purpose it was meant for. In 2011, Parliament passed the Petroleum Management Act that mandates that up to 70% of oil proceeds go into the national budget. The law directs that these funds should be channeled to development in key sectors such as education, health, and water infrastructure, among others. But a 2017 project inspections report by PIAC revealed that 50% of all oil-funded projects in 3 regions, Upper East, Upper West, and Northern, are now ghost projects. My name is Kwete Nate, and in this edition of Hotline, I'm following up on these projects. Nakore is not the only community where government allocated oil funds to help farmers. In 2008, 75,000 cedis was disbursed for the rehabilitation of irrigation dam at Duri in the Upper West region. 11 years on, it's only a concrete wall that was constructed by the contractor JK Royal Friends Ghana Limited. Though oil monies have been budgeted for it, all I see here at Duri is a dam swamped by overgrown weeds. Solomon Maswaza is assembly member of the Nasairi electoral area. He is unhappy with how it's affecting farmers in Duri.
The dam project was allocated actually. We heard of the project, but we don't know the source of the funds. And then we don't even know the contractor who is at the site. The project is not done. It is just this block you can see here. That's the bridge you can see here. That's the only work that I have done.
The contractor who was awarded the rehabilitation of Nakore Dam has agreed to meet me. I head to Tichima in the Bonohafo region. I meet Adam Wala, a tall, frail-looking old man. He claims he couldn't complete the project because he did not receive all the funds he needed for the job before the contract was abrogated.
Contractor bia ne ho basi nsuo ho me see contractor bi sure nsuo ni cheno because me na me sia ase adwuma na badru sise bia nko ho na how say mutimba ma ogania na me no ho me bo me wui nti ye shishimi no ya boa ya mfa sika bia mame ka juka de ene ma mo na me de adwuma no
skano ye tue bi ma wo de
ya tue bi o sika de ye tue mam no on na me de adwuma no atuka ne nyina ntue ka sika ne nyina tue nka adwuma ne bawie kura.
Documents cited by Joy News from the National Investment Bank and dated January 12 indicate that Adam Wala Enterprise Limited's contract was terminated because the contractor performed below expectation. This runs contrary to the Irrigation Development Authority's claim that the 800,000 cedi project has been completed. The NIB report also tasks the Irrigation Development Authority to come up with an estimate of the additional funds necessary for completion of a project and for the National Investment Bank to make the funds available. While Central Member of Parliament Rashid Popo was part of a meeting that reviewed the status of the Nakore Irrigation Dam project, he explains why the funds have not been released by NIB.
My interest in the project was to see that it's my constituency and the people they need water. They needed the animals were suffering. They needed something that will allow them to have water source for their animals, and then to do irrigation damping, irrigation farming. So my insistence on helping him was just on those bases. But shortly after he refused it, and I washed my hands and went away, he came back to me asking me to go back again and then do the whole negotiation with the people and tell them that they should raise a certificate and pay him before he could do the job. I said, my dear, it is impossible for me to go back and tell them this one. There was a negotiation you agreed to, you turn back on the negotiation. If you want, you can go back on it. I'm feeling shy to go back and call people together and say I will do that. And that was the point I left him.